Boy, y'all did not like my last video. It's all good though. We're not going to agree on everything. Now, in that video, I said I was going to be unbiased. What I was trying to convey was I was not going to jump on the bandwagon of Kendrick killed Drake and Drake doesn't need to respond. And I haven't even heard the song. I was trying to go into it without being influenced, which it was hard to do. I'm not going to lie. All I saw was about, oh, Kendrick is killing Drake all day. And it also seems like everybody was excited to see Drake lose. And let's be honest, Euphoria is not one of those where you can listen to it one time and then formulate an opinion. So at the time, yeah, I still had Drake up, but boy, after unpacking that song, Drake, you need to fight back, bro.
Fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga.
Kendrick found the perfect angle to sway everybody in his direction. And we already knew he was going to be rapping. That doesn't surprise me. Kendrick is an MC, so we knew that was going to happen. The whole thing about Drake saying nigga though and not being able to now, y'all kind of ran wild with that. Like, y'all been cool with that for the past, 10, 15 years, and now it's a problem. So I still stand by that. After listening again, because we're about to check out 616 in LA, but after listening to Euphoria again, K-Dot is up. If we're going push-ups versus Euphoria, Euphoria is the better diss record based off of how layered it is. And it's a completely different approach where Drake went more meme, funny, witty. Kendrick went more grown man. He had some funny bars in there because I know I was laughing at some of those, man. That whole Sexy Red, that was funny. But yeah, in the grand scheme of it, K-Dot is definitely up. So I'm telling you, man, the boy, he's playing chess too. Not the boy, talking about Kendrick. But the fact that he spun the block and came back with 616 in LA, number one, he already took away some of Drake's superpower when it comes to these records. Usually when there's a timestamp and a date or a place, those be the ones that Drake be rapping. Kendrick took that away. So I'm interested to know what this one is, man. It's 3 minutes and 42 seconds. I've seen a couple things. I've tried to like dodge them. I don't know if this is going to be as layered, but we shall see. So let's check this out, man. And I have the lyrics too, because I know that was one of the things too. A lot of stuff I missed because I didn't know exactly what he was saying. It's Kendrick, so. Oh, hold on. I also want to say too that I found out, just like all of us, because this is the other part too. All of y'all was acting like y'all caught everything off the first listen. Stop the cap. I'm not believing that. Y'all found out just the way that I did over time, everybody on the internet finding new things and deciphering that song. And the very beginning, what was in reverse, the everything they say about me is true. I think that's what it said. I think Ack or somebody had found a clip from The Wiz where it was Richard Pryor saying that. Because I was like, whose voice was that? That's even layered in itself. That boy good.
Yeah. It's survival.
Okay.
Survival. I think somebody lying.
I can't wait to find out what exactly is, because there's been so many accusations of Drake lying, and I'm wondering, does Drake have anything to fight back with it, or is K-Dot just gonna call him out and Drake ain't really got nothing to fire back, and all of this has been a bluff? So I'm very interested to know, because he like, man, somebody lying.
Smell somebody lying. I don't see no fire.
Yeah, I don't see no fire. Usually when there's smoke, there's fire. Hey, I don't know.
Off-white Sunseeker had the marina. Fuck.
He did not have to come on that smooth. Now this is a groove right here. This is a groove. Hold on, run it back.
Off-white Sunseeker had the marina. Fuck a phantom. I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer.
Man, he is on some, like, he's doing the money talk like Drake right now.
Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, that's your hub in Ibiza. Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my.
So is this him like on some I don't know, man. I'm trying to break down these lyrics, man. You know they're deep. Wine cooler spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. It sounds like he on vacation right now. That sound like what this is. my visa, passport tatted, obviously taking trips to somewhere I ain't never heard of before. Hold on, who he say dwelling in Brooklyn?
Spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, that's your hub in Ibiza. Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn.
Luke Callie's dwelling in Brooklyn? Somebody tell me what that is.
Just to book me some pizza. Who could
Wait, no.
passport tatted, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, that's your hub in Ibiza. Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza.
I don't know.
Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself when I fall short.
Hey, listen. He talking right there. He talking right there. There's opportunity when living with loss. I think that means loss. Like living with loss. I discover myself when I fall short, learning from your mistakes. You can only get better. This is what I'm assuming he's talking about. You can only get better when you fail. Y'all know see, this is what Kendrick has been doing, and it's been working in his favor, is a lot of his stuff is so deep that you have to formulate your own opinion of what he's saying. And it kind of works in his favor because once our minds start working and we come up with all of these different things that he could be talking about, we start to believe that's what he meant. But we don't know necessarily what he actually meant. So that works in his favor because I did see somewhere about like the 616 and everybody having their opinion of what that means and it being like Father's Day in Canada or something like that I saw. And then something about O.J. Simpson. We don't know which one Kendrick actually meant. And that's the craziest part because it could be either one of those. It could be all of those. It could be none of those. More than likely it's one of those, but we don't know. And that's what makes it work in his favor because it's like the more we think about it, the more we're going to take it as that's what he meant.
Raise my hands to a fallen sky. I fantasize me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me.
Is this one of those references back to being like a father, a good father? I'm not mad at it, man. I celebrate that. I'll clap that up. I'm not mad at that. And I saw somebody was saying that like when I mentioned about Drake and his son or whatever, and listen, I don't know this man personally. I have no idea, never met him. Don't know if I ever will. But they were like, oh, he's just doing that for the gram about, him posting his son, this, that, and the third. Man, we don't know that. You don't know that. It could be where he don't even claim his son. I don't know. But back to Kendrick. The fact that he takes pride in, because I'm more on that side than the Drake side when it comes to social media and my personal life and all that stuff. I'm more to like to be ducked off. I do content creation, but I be ducked off. And that's why, Kendrick is like, man, I rather like rap is not my life. Like I have a life outside of this, and he takes pride in raising his kids. I'm all the way on the side of that. Me jumping planets, immortalized. I have no idea what he's talking about right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes.
Wait, hold on. Me jumping planets, immortal lies. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. That's probably layered or something like that. I don't know if raise my hands to a fallen sky, I fantasize. I don't know if that's got to do with prayer, I guess, because he said that in the next bar, but I don't know.
3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love, and still cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, lyrics that I can trust. Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star.
That man is sounding like, you know what this is giving me right now? Y'all remember when Lupe Fiasco, his bars used to just be all over the universe, and they was asking him to dumb it down. Like, this is what it's giving me right now. Like, I do not first listen, have no idea what he's talking about. It sound good, but I don't get anything right now that has anything to do with like a diss. But we know Kendrick, this is like heating up the stove and before you actually start to put the food in the pot. So let's just see.
The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's
that's a bar. The industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Okay, that's fire.
I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points will be in your chest, harassing ant.
Yo, they be slaying academics, man. Listen, I'm not like a super like Drake stan. because I think some of y'all probably took that from the last video. I am a Drake fan, absolutely. I told y'all, Drake, Wayne, two of my favorite artists. Kendrick is on that list as well. I just haven't been I wasn't really into, when it came to his last album, I don't know. I wasn't really listening for that type of music at that point. I was, my attention was elsewhere. Like when I was back listening to Overly Dedicated, Section 80, obviously Good Kid, Mad City is an absolute classic. Like that was the Kendrick that I was listening to. But then he started getting on this grown man stuff. Cool. I just wasn't really listening for it. I wasn't really trying to listen for it at that time. So I'm not just a Drake stan, but academics, yeah, it be seeing like Ak is like a super Drake fan. And I mean, he like what he like. It's all good. But the fact that he got recognition from not Drake, but Kendrick in this is interesting.
Compromise, let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points will be in your chest. Harassing ant, fucking with good people, make good people go to bed. Conspiracies about Cash Dog, that's not even the leak. Find the Jews like Cash Dog.
Cash Dog? Hold on. Who is Cash Dog?
Go to bed. Conspiracies about Cash Dog, that's not even the leak. Find the Jews like Cash Dog. I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever, let's see, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake.
Whoa. Wait, well, hold on. Have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? Huh?
Bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it.
Oh, he's saying that he got... Oh, is he saying that he got, like, leaks in his camp? Haven't we heard that before? Didn't they say that about Pusha T? Whoops. Didn't Pusha T say something like that about 40 or somebody telling... Because I remember they thought Kanye was the one who said something, but it wasn't Ye. It was somebody from Drake's camp. This is the second time we've heard something about somebody from Drake's camp leaking info. What?
Hate bullies, you must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tootsie slide about it, this one is just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day, now living your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets, then lost money cause they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry.
Wait, is he saying that Drake put some money out to try to find some dirt with Kendrick? Good luck, man. Kendrick be ducked off. Like, yeah, he be ducked off. Like, so it was all fun till you start to put money up in the streets, then lost money because they came back with no receipts. That sounded like he was trying to find some dirt on Kendrick and he didn't find any. But okay, if that's the case, then what is Drake talking about? Like, because this was making me wonder, because Drake has been talking about he still got something in the tuck. So I don't know.
Till you start to put money in the streets, then lost money because they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life.
Hey.
I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim KT.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, man. That is so true. That is so true, man. When you ain't got too much going on, man, it's peaceful. It's peaceful. But war ready, if the world is ready to see you bleed. That man said, I'll be minding my business.
W, know you can't sleep, these images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty. And one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle, just don't got the audacity to tell you. But
yo, I wonder where he got this information from. And who is it? I've been hearing, man, I wonder who is it in Drake's camp? Is it 40? Because usually it's always like, well, I don't know. I ain't really heard about 40 in a hot little minute, but that was always the person that Drake would big up. And it was like they were tied at the hip. But I wonder who was in his camp that's sitting here, that's spilling the tea.
let me tell you some game, cause I can see you, my little homie. You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Beer and Twitter bots.
I don't know what that is.
But your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam. They figured you out. The first opinions is not convincing.
Good. Okay, yeah. See, this is a good way to spin the narrative. Yeah. I'm going to put it out there that your memes ain't working on me. They figured you out. They figured out you trying to spin the narrative and you putting all of these false things out there because you heard Mr. Morale. I think that's what Kendrick was talking about. Like you heard something about me in a song, and now you're going to use that as ammo against me. But it's not working. And I'm going to debunk all of the things that you're talking about.
Y'all need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
See, that's another one. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do. I don't know what that means. Is he talking about Michael Jackson? Because they've been talking about Michael Jackson and Prince a whole lot back and forth. But oh yeah, he got to be talking about Michael Jackson because you are not alone. Yeah. Hold on. What does he mean by that though? It's time. Oh, the man in the mirror. Is he talking about that? It's time you look around on. It's time you look around on who's around you before you figure that you're not alone. Ask what Mike would do. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of Michael Jackson references. Again, this is my first listen, so I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff at a wall. I don't know if it has to do with being, the man in the mirror, or if it's definitely you are not alone. Definitely that. So this was his back to back. Now everybody, let me hold on. Before I do that, let me see if there's anything left.
Not alone. Ask what Mike would do.
I want to say, I think that's it. I think they just play. I think they let the beat ride out, but let's see real quick. All right. So, I mean, this was a cool little, like, again, little jab. This is like, hey, look, something going on in your camp. You worried about me trying to get information from me, but something's going on in your camp. You need to figure that situation out before you start coming at me. Now, I do not subscribe to Drake does not need to respond. Kendrick killed Drake. He cooked him. Let's be honest. He cooked him. He was Euphoria. Listening to that back over and over and over, you start to catch more and more things. Then you start peeling the layers back. He cooked them. It's more of a polished product. Not back to back. Push-ups is more digestible. That's why it was easy to understand what was being said the first time around. Euphoria was one of those you got to take your time with it. That's why in my last video I said it was my first reaction, because I was gonna go back and listen to it some more. This seems more of just like a warning. Like, all right, now I'm not going to be the one that says Drake is on the clock. I think we should have learned from our mistake with that, because if everybody had Kendrick on the clock. If Kendrick hurries up and drops something, maybe we don't get Euphoria as polished and figured out as it is. I'm going to give Drake the same grace. I'm not going to fall for he got to hurry up and respond. Now, if he doesn't respond, Kendrick won. If he does respond, we still need to see what Drake has up his sleeve. So right now, I'm going to treat this the same way I treated Tailor Made. Tailor Made, I was more excited about because of the creativity. And it was a nice little, like, all right, hurry up, I'm ready to hear something or whatever, which is kind of crazy because people were saying that the fact that Drake made Tailor Made and that was him spiraling because he couldn't wait to hear from Kendrick or whatever. Maybe he just had something in the tuck. Maybe he was just throwing something else out there. I feel like the same way about this, because he came back to back. And it's a lot of people don't want to admit it. It's cool for Kendrick to do it, but they getting on Drake for him doing it, because Drake dropping Tailor Made, he's spiraling. Kendrick dropping 616 in LA is, he's on Drake's head. I'm just here to enjoy it. We as fans, we are all winning. And I'm looking forward to hear what Drake has next. It'll be crazy. I don't think it's the case. It'd be crazy if all of this was just one big conspiracy and it was a way to get the music industry back on track, because I don't remember us being this interested in, like, as like the masses. I don't remember us being this interested in music or a feud in a long time like this. Like, it's been a minute since it's been like this, where this has been the talk of the town. I mean, it's making it, I think Euphoria made it to, was it TNT or the NBA playoffs? So they're doing, I'm not gonna lie, they really doing a lot to help when it comes to, like, the music industry. Who you feel wins is all subjective. You might be on Team Kendrick, you might be on Team Drake. At the end of the day, we're winning, man. But y'all let me know. Comment down below how y'all feel about this 616 in LA. And I'm ready to hear what Drake got to say. That boy Kenny didn't come to play. He did not come to play. But I'm not gonna just count out Drake either. I'm not counting nobody out until there's a clear-cut winner.